to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live every night. Hope you'll join me. Even if you don't subscribe to SiriusXM, if you go to the website, there's free trials. Check it out. Join our conversation. Remember this, 133. That's how many days into the most important election of our lives. 133. The key is stay angry. And Trump gives us every day a new reason. In fact, we found out breaking news a short time ago. A deputy to former Special Prosecutor Robert Mueller is testifying before Congress actually right now that there was political pressure put in levels they've never seen before by Bill Barr and others on prosecutors involved in prosecuting Donald Trump's buddy, Roger Stone. Everything Trump and Bill Barr touches, they corrupt. I wish the media would stop using the term Attorney General to describe Bill Barr. They should use the term co-conspirator, because that's what Bill Barr has become. He's Donald Trump's co-conspirator in potential crimes. So on the show tonight, we're going to talk about Dr. Fauci testified today where we are with the coronavirus. I want to remind people, on February 23rd, just 4 months ago, Donald Trump bragged when we had only 15 known cases of coronavirus, that soon that 15 would be zero. And where are we today? As of today, we have 2.4 million cases and over 121,000 dead. We went from Trump's promise 4 months ago, almost to the day, that we're going to have zero cases, that's before any American died, to now over 121,000 families in this country mourning. Donald Trump failed us. And Donald Trump loves to compare himself to President Obama and Joe Biden. Well, let's do that. Under Biden, we'll call it, but under Obama-Biden, we had the H1 outbreak 2009. A little over 12,000 of our fellow Americans died. That's horrible, but still a little over 12,000, less than flu season. 2014 to 16, we had the Ebola outbreak. Only 2 Americans died on U.S. soil from that. Under Trump, in the coronavirus, over 121,000 of our fellow Americans are dead. Our economy is in the worst shape since the Great Depression. We have the highest unemployment since the Great Depression right now. Black and Hispanic unemployment is at decades high levels. Did any of that happen under Obama and Biden? No, because they were professionals. They listened to the experts. They didn't play games. They didn't politicize a crisis. They handle it the way you're supposed to if you're a public servant. Do what's good for the people. Trump, even in this crisis, what's the touchstone for Trump? What is good for Donald Trump? That's why he's politicized a deadly pandemic, played games with it. And how do we compare with the world? Let's remind you of this. January 20th is the first day of the first confirmed case of COVID-19 on U.S. soil. It's also the first day COVID-19 confirmed on South Korea soil. The result in South Korea, they've had a little over 12,000 people die. We've had over 120,000 die. In fact, we have the highest death toll by far in the entire world. After us, the next closest after 122,000 in America, Brazil, a little over 50,000. The UK, 42,000. Italy, which at one time was ground zero, 34,000. Canada, our neighbor to the north, 8,400 dead. We have over at least 121,000. Some say 122,000. Even with testing, Trump tries to brag how great we are with testing. At best, we're 9th in the world. Some charts have us at 26th in the world per 1,000, but at best, we are 9th in the world in terms of testing per million of our population. 9th. We're the United States of America. If we can't be first and best at testing, that's a failure of the federal government, headed by one person, Donald J. Trump. This has been a complete failure. Now, we've had Dr. Fauci testify today. He didn't say we're going to a new second wave or have to shut down the whole country, but he did raise some concerns. Now, on the good side, states like New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, those that have been really adhering to social distancing have seen a great downturn. The flip side, it's no coincidence that they happen to almost all be red states, massive spike. We're seeing Arizona, Texas, South Carolina, even Nevada having the highest spikes they've had in weeks, including Texas eclipsing their worst numbers from months ago. where they are. Now, the good news is the death toll is still down. The bad news is Dr. Fauci said, we will see in the next few weeks how that really gets impacted because the death toll is a lagging indicator. Infections are first. Some recover fine. Some have to be hospitalized. Then they recover fine. Sadly, some die. We will know in 2 to 3 weeks. As of now, over the last few weeks, the last 2 weeks, we've seen about a 30% increase in infections, but compared to 2 weeks ago, 30% decrease in deaths. So we're all hoping the death toll stays lower. Dr. Fauci warned something else. Younger people are seeing a spike in infections. The biggest point Dr. Fauci made, and it really flies in the face of Donald Trump. Dr. Fauci made the point, we are all in this together. That you don't wear a mask for just you, you wear it for your fellow American. You wear it because you're concerned that others might get sick. Donald Trump doesn't want you to wear a mask. He didn't wear one at his rally and encourage his supporters not to wear a mask. Because Trumpism, at its core, is a combination of cruelty and selfishness. The selfishness we're seeing without wearing a mask. Not wearing a mask is saying, I don't care if your loved ones die. I won't put a piece of paper on my face because I don't care if your sons or your daughters or your mothers or your fathers, your grandchildren, your grandparents die because I won't wear a mask. That's how selfish I am. That is Trumpism. Trumpism is also marked by white supremacy and bigotry and sexism. We'll talk about it a little bit briefly on the show today, but this morning Donald Trump retweeted a random video of a black man beating up a white man. Who would do that? There was no context to it. She said, I hope this guy was arrested. Donald Trump is literally inciting a race war because he can't win this election and he knows it. So what he needs is white supremacists, and he believes every white person to come to his side. That's not going to happen. There are too many good white Americans not to side with Donald Trump. Again, 133, not just election day, judgment day for our nation. And it's up to us to save this country. Can't allow 4 more years of Trumpism. So again, we'll cover it all on my show tonight. Maria Teresa Kumar is going to join us. She's an MSNBC contributor, the head of Voto Latino. Plus, Danny Savalas, our usual Tuesday segment. He's an MSNBC legal analyst called it Law and Disorder. In the show, Seems Like in Progress, 127, Progress Channel, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope you'll check it out. Thanks for tuning in to the preview right here